Oh, let me tell you something real quick. You know, the reason why a lot of black women hated Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels was representing value as a black man. And black women are not used to, you know, black men having some value. Especially, black women who have kids by other men, or black women who are overweight. You know, they had to live by rules. You know what I'm saying? They actually had to see black man with some power or some some authority. They're not used to seeing black men like him. And you know, and they hated that, man. What you mean I gotta lose weight? You know, what you mean I gotta, you know, keep myself up? You know what I'm saying? A lot of black women hated that shit because a lot of black women, they date these simps that tell them everything that they want to hear. Oh, you look good. Don't worry about the weight. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. No, you look good, girl. Don't worry. Even though she could be 40, 30 pounds overweight, and they still will comfort her and tell her what she needs, what she wants to hear. And he wasn't about to do that. See, black women in their mind, they think that all black men are powerless. All black men don't have any money, don't have no authority. They don't see black men. A lot of black women don't see black men as valuable. You see what I'm saying? And they want to be the ones that's ahead of black men. They got channels out there that's built on just dissing black men all day long. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black women come around because there's a lot of black women that hate black men big time. I have been in the workplace, man, and where I was targeted by black women because you on their radar. There's black women out there that will get you fired in your job, that will try to take you down any chance they get. You see what I'm saying? They don't see black men as valuable. So when Kevin Samuels actually brought some value, what I'm saying, to the conversation, they don't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear the truth either, man. Like the truth hurts. The truth fucking hurts. When you tell them the truth, they don't want to hear that, man. They want to hear some fantasy bullshit. You know, they want to hear, that they doing good and that it's okay to be overweight and shit like that, man. A lot of black women, they don't see black men as valuable, and that's why they hated Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels was coming to the table with standards that, hey, you can't be overweight and fuck with a high value man. No, you can't have like 4 or 5 baby daddies, Pookies and Ray Rays, if you want to fuck with a black man. That's high value. And I tell you, a lot of these women, they're not used to seeing black men with any power. You know, you know, they're used to seeing black men in a weak position, a powerless position. Black men with no standards. They're not used to seeing that. You could tell by the live streams on how black women were clueless about what men wanted in general. Not just black men, but other races of men that was high value as well. But especially black men, they just a lot of he represented what they didn't like, which is a black man with some standards, some authority, because they're not seeing black men in the authority position, in a position where, you know, in a position where they can, have to, where they were in a position where he can tell them what to do, you know, how much weight to lose, and he just had that authority figure that black women was not used to. You know, like I said, you know, black women are used to seeing the simpish black men. They're not used to seeing a black man that has some dignity, respect, and value. That black men are valuable too. Black men are human beings with value. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't used to that shit, bro, because in this world, you know, black men are not, you know, black men are not seen as powerful. Black men are not seen as, high value. And he came to the table with, high value, arrogance. He insert himself all the time, right? And they're not used to that. And that's the reason why they hated Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels would not let them overtalk him in his live stream. They wouldn't let they wouldn't let Kevin Samuels wouldn't let them do as they wanted in the live stream. You know what I'm saying? or he was gonna basically hang up. You see what I'm saying? Because he just wasn't gonna deal with that, man. And you know, you see who Kevin Samuels was dating, bro. He was dating some mixed Latin broad. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't dating no full fledged black woman, bro. And that's another reason why they was probably upset when he died. Just like they was upset when Kobe died. I mean not upset, but you know, um, I just woke up, man. It's another reason why you know they were applauding his death, celebrating his death, just like they celebrated Kobe's death. That's what he get for not marrying a black woman and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You know, because these women don't have any eyes for black men. They got no respect for black men. Not all black women, but a lot of them out there, they just don't respect black men. They don't see black men as valuable. You see what I'm saying? They, like I said, they're used to dealing with those goddamn simps that will fucking tell them that, you know, everything that, you know, that they want to hear. You know, see, simps don't have no value. They don't represent no value. They don't they don't what they call it they don't demonstrate no value. Okay, so they'll tell these black women whatever they want to hear just so they can get into their pants. You see what I'm saying? So Kevin Samuels, he wasn't about that. He was about, you know, hey, I'm going to be the leader of this relationship and you're not going to run anything. And they hated that. Nah, because black women are used to running a relationship. And let me tell you, the black woman that I was dealing with, you know, a couple of years ago, you guys remember when I went over our house, she was disrespecting me. Okay. The moment I walked into the door, she would not respect me, bruh. I got up and I fucking left, bruh. You see what I'm saying? I didn't hit that pussy, bruh. I got up and I left because she was disrespecting me, bruh. At the time, I didn't smoke and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And she was gonna smoke a cigarette in front of me, and I was like, nah, I don't want you to smoke a cigarette. I don't want, you know. And she did it anyway, right? So she was just going over what I just said to her. She ignored everything that I said. I said, man, I don't want no alcohol. At the time, I was like, I wasn't drinking alcohol at the time. And she still disrespected me and still spiked my drink. And I was like, no. I got up and I fucking left. I'm not about to let her disrespect me like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let her disrespect me. You see, black women are not used to black men being up there, up there in the ranks, up there valuable, meaning invaluable. They're not used to seeing that. You know what I'm saying? And black women just didn't fucking, not all black women, but a lot of black women just didn't see, you know, black men as valuable, and they're not used to but going by rules basically. And they just doing whatever they want to do. Okay, black women are not used to having rules and structure. You see what I'm saying? So the women who celebrated, you know, um, Kevin Samuel's death were black women who hated black men. There are black women out there that hate black men, that want to go against you, that want to tear you down, man. I ran into these women, bro. I'm telling you, at the workplace, you know, in the street. You gotta be aware of black women in the workplace. They try to get you fired and shit. They done got me fired a couple of times, you know. And I quit a couple of jobs. I quit a couple of jobs because of black women. I done had so many bad experiences with black women, bro. And I done had a few good experiences with black women. Now, you know, like I said, all black women, not all every single black woman is evil and out to get you, but there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So what Kevin Samuels represented was high value blood. You know, how dare he tell me that I need to lose some weight? You know, how dare him? You know, how dare him get up here and assert himself? You know, you know. So that's why they hated Kevin Samuels because he represented everything that they're not used to. You know, which is high value, power, okay, arrogant. They're not used to black men being arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Calling the shots, being a leader and stuff like that, man. They're not used to all that. I'm telling you, and that's one of the reasons why they hated Kevin Samuels. One of the many reasons, anyway. You know, so when he would get up here and do live streams, you could just tell that these women that came up on the live streams, they just didn't respect black men at all, bro. I'm telling you. That's why black men's life is so goddamn hard, man, because we got a lot of our own women working against us, bro. And that's the reason why a lot of black men, date out and date other races of women because these women, you know, are submissive, fit, friendly, and they don't want to go by no rules. Like black women, a lot of black women, they don't want to go by no rules. They want power. They want to have power over you. And to see a black man that's not powerless, to see a black man that has some self-respect, to see a black man that has some value, it just burns their eyes and it burns their ears to hear him have authority over them or to see them with authority or to see Kevin Samuels with authority, because they're used to seeing black men in a powerless position in life. You know, hey man, when I get most of my jackpots and I get, my money on, bruh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some standards of my own. I'm gonna be like, look, I'm not dating no fat women. I don't want no women with kids and stuff like that. When you high value, you got money, bro. You can demand that shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? You can have standards. See, poor black men can't have standards. You gotta take whatever you can get. But as a black man with some dignity, some money, some class, some respect, he could demand that shit. He could demand you not be overweight. You know what I mean? You know, he could demand that shit because he has the resources. You know, he's coming to the table with stability, protection, all that other stuff. And black women on they coming to the table with just vagina. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna end this video, man. Just want to drop that quick one, man, because a lot of guys, a lot of people got it twisted. They're like, oh well, these why are these black women celebrating his death? Why are these black women doing this, doing that? It's because the guy's representing everything that they're not used to, you know, seeing. You know what I'm saying? There are black women out there that just see black men as weaklings and that we don't have any authority, no power, and stuff like that, man. That we don't have standards. Like I said, this society hates when not just black men, but men in general have standards. And they hated that, bro. They hate that. Like Hellcat, bro, I'd rather be by myself than be with like a, a baby mama, you know, a single mother that had the bad boy's kid and tried to pass you the leftovers and shit. You see what I'm saying? I got some self respect, even though I don't got my money yet. I'm waiting on my money, but you know what I'm saying? I got some type of class, some self respect, some dignity. See what I'm saying? You know, and I'm not about to let a black woman or any type of woman, not just black women, but any woman, like run me. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Peace out. Take care and bless.